selected. Kent State Golden Flash is selected. Kentucky Wildcat, Liberty Flames select, Louisiana Raj, Louisville Cardinals, LSU Tigers selected. Marshall, Maryland Terray, Memphis Tigers, Miami Hurricanes select, Miami, Michigan Wolverines selected. Michigan's, Middleton, Minnesota, Pitts, Missouri, Purdue, Rice Out, Rudd, Nebraska. Ohio, Notre Dame Fighting Irish selected. South Alabama Jack, Smooth, South Carolina Gun, Southern Mississippi, Stanford Cardinals select, Syracuse Orange selected, TC Vorn, Temple Owl, Tennessee Volunteers selected. Texas Longhorns selected. Texas A&M Aggies selected. Ready. Texas A&M Aggies selected. Texas Tech Red Raiders selected. Tennessee, Texas A&M Aggies, Texas Tech Red Raiders selected. Toledo Rockets select. Troy, Tulane Green Wave selected. Texas, TC, Sierra, Stanford, Southern Miss, South Alabama, Smooth, San Jose, Smooth Mustang, Texas State, Toledo, Troy Trojan. Ready, Tulsa Gold, Ahab Blazers, UCF Knights, Upland Bruins selected, Ucan Huskies, Elman Road, UMass Minutemen, UNLV, Husk Trojans selected. USF Bulls selected, Utah State, UTEP Mine, Arizona, Vanderbilt, Virginia Cavaliers selected, Virginia Tech, Wake Forest, Washington, West Virginia, Washington Huskies selected. Western Kentucky, West Virginia Mountaineers select, Western Wisconsin, Wisconsin Badgers selected, Wyoming, Air Force Falcons, Akron Zips selected. Alabama Crimson, Akron Zips, Alabama Appalachia, Arizona Wildcats, Arizona State Sun Devils selected. Arkansas, Arizona State Sun Devils selected. Arkansas, Army, Auburn Tigers select, Ball State, Baylor Bears, Boise State, Baylor Bears select, Boise, Boston Cop, Bowling Green, Buffalo, Cougars, California, Central Michigan, Charlotte Fort, Cincinnati, Clemson Tigers, Clemson Tigers selected. Coastal Carolina, Colorado State Ram, Delaware, Duke Blue Devils, East Carolina, Eastern, Florida Gators selected. Florida Inter, Florida, Fresno State, Georgia Bulldogs, Fresno State, Georgia Bulldogs selected. Georgia Tech, Hawaii, Houston Cougar, Illinois, Indiana Hoosiers, Iowa Hawkeyes, Indiana Hoosiers, Iowa Hawk, Iowa State, Jacksonville State, James Pat, Kansas Jayhawk, Kansas State, Kennesaw State, Kent State, Kentucky Wild, Liberty, Louisiana, Maryland, Michigan, Miami Hurricane, Middleton, Missouri State Bears, Michigan Wolverines selected. Middleton, Minnesota, Mississippi State, Missouri Tiger, Missouri, Navy, NC, Nevada, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Oregon Ducks selected. Ready. Edit uniform submenu. Entering uniform name option is set to away. My uniform name option. Uniform name option is set to away. Uniform name option is set to heroes alternate. help, sock, shoes option is set to black pleats. Team setting. Entering team settings screen. Defensive playbook first choice, second choice. Offensive playbook option is set to Oregon. Ready.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Entering play call screen.
And the Ducks will kick it away first. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team.
Entering pause. Control coaching. Pause. You have 3 options. Depth chart is entering depth chart screen. 1 row 59 columns. Left filter Notre Dame. Right filter cube. Slot 3. AHG. Slot 3. Slot 4. Slot 3 slot FG slot U WR slot U slot 3 slot 4 slot 5 slot 5 slot 4 slot 3 slot 2 slot 1 T LT LG C RG LG RG slot entering information pop-up. A player cannot start twice on offense. Okay. C LG C RT LEDG slot 2 slot 3 REDG DT slot 2 slot 3 slot 5 Sam Mike Will Mike, Sam, Mike with CP. Slot 2, slot 6. Slot 5. Slot FS. Slot 2. Slot 1. SS. Slot 2. K. P. LS. KR. Slot 2. Slot. Slot 3. Slot. PR. Slot. COS. 3DRG. CAD. PWHP. SLWR. Slot 2. Slot. RLE. RRE. RLE. RRE. RDT. Slot 2. Slot 3. NT. RDT. Slot 2. Slot 1. NT. SUBLG. Slot 3. Slot. SLCG. Slot 3. Slot. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 1. Slot 2. Entering paused screen, you have 9 options. Coaching is select. Resume. Entering. Cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
Staying in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16.
There are 6 categories. Cover 9. Cover 6 Willie. Edge blitz 3. Cover 6 Ed. Cover 3 match. Give cushion.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Suggestions. There are 6
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They're dealing with a second and long. They're going back to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Cover 3
it's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
For categories, you have 15 options. Cover 3 sky
Third and
select.
short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. On the run, it's Payne.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. Nowhere to run.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Keeps it on the bootleg. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line.
Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. RPO alerts and selected.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. RPO complete to open the drive. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in preset. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Moore will throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Can't get him to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumps all over that.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34.
Spread.
They'll send the back in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got a man in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
The lone back's got it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. The play action fake. That pass not close as he got 12 trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Split slot open, barrier 21 post curls. Flat combo, backs cross.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Moore to the air. The sure hands, it's Hughes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs tackling a bit.
The sure hands, it's Whittington. Caught and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Juice. You off drinks. Entering play call, split whipped, you off drinks.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. The Ducks have a 1st down.
Entering play.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Offset. Normal Y off close.
The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the back. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. The quick out. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Exit pass dash.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Great pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
I form pistol. Option is set. Y off. AHB slant. RPO zone X glance.
Second down coming up. They'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
A really good play by this defense. Seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the run.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down.
Short cross.
Moore will throw. A strike downfield. There he goes. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments. They put a stop to that return at the 22.
2-4, barrier 6, cover 3, Tampa 2, cover 3, Sky.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Keeps it on the draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. So important to convert these third downs, and they can get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Toss to the outside. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
To the ground with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Dropping back, it's Carr. Snags it over the gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle. That's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Slot open. Coast curls.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Moore to the air. Makes the catch. It's Moore. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl.
Entering
Works his way to the 41, and that is
cross.
plenty to give him a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the pass.
Wing tight, Dukes. Wing off Driggs. Wing slot offset. Normal Y off close.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Shuffle angle Y wheel. Douglas Y off WK. Ducks HD wheel.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Hughes. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a 1st down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Double post.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
It's complete. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal.
Short
Quarterback
cross.
may change this route.
Short cross.
Moore will throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. This is soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal.
RPO lurches.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Corner.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Formation. There are 6 categories. There are 4 subcategories. Box. Nickel. 2 to 4. There are 6 categories. Formation. Time. Special. 3 to 4. Odd. Cover 1 rod. Cover 1 hole.
Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll try the right side. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Entering play call.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
2 to 3 odd. Cover 4 quarters.
One more snap coming before halftime.
Pass.
He'll try the left side. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So the 1st half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show.
Entering play call. You have 7 options. 5.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line.
Full house tight. AHB dot. MTN. Red option. AHB dive. MTN power O. Formation. Error. I form. Tight. AHB power O. D-slant. AHB ISO.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. They'll run the toss. Finds a little space.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's Hughes. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the 1st.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. Finding open areas. There he goes. He's at touchdown Ducks. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looks as if he's going to run it. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up when...
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Catch is made at the 15.
Entering play call for me. I form. Wildcat. Jungozi Douglas. Blast. AHB Rep. Blast.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. Couldn't find a lane. They pick up a run to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Garcia. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down mark.
Formation, categories, knife, pistol, gun, option is set, tunes, zone class.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Moore to the air. Fires to the tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Categories. You have 21
well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him. So a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Got a man. It's Johnson. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Categories. You have 21
the defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Hughes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder opponents.
Well, I like trick plays. I just don't love dialing up the reverse on third down, though, because if the defense doesn't bite, and they're already expecting pass anyway, a lot of guys have their eyes on the QB. They're just following the football in zone coverage, and they use their speed, rally to him, make a tackle, and now set up fourth down.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here.
Corner.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And this safety is a baller. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call back in this one, they need him to break one off. It just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
On the run, it's Payne. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Entering play call, go formation. There are 6 categories. Nickel. 2 to 4. Cover 3. Tampa 2. Cover 3 Sky.
Notre Dame talked it over, and here's what they have on fourth down to start the fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
From the 30-yard line on first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker's way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Moore will throw. Got the quick pass. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets cuts him down at the 23.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around. And I think they got used to it in the first half. And now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
Entering play call formation, there are 6 categories.
Missed a chance to stretch this lead. It's still sitting on 9.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Give cushion.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, short yardage situation. They decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive.
Yes.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Unloads it left. It's caught. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I think throwing quick game against this defense is going to be tough because these D linemen are trained. When they see 3-step drop or they see quick game, they're getting their hands up right away and they're knocking down passes. You saw that there.
Gonna let it fly. Intercepted deep in his own end. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep leading the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore to the air. Looking down the middle. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. How about that D making the play and lighting up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor?
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 46.
Wildcat. Goal. Hits. Gun. Pistol. I form. Gun. Option is set to win tight. See there 21 category. Inside zone.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
0-1 trap.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Entering play call.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
21 categories.
And the Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Ducks entered the final minute with the lead. They'll move the wide receiver. Using his legs, it's Hughes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Give to the running back. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chain.
Categories. You have 12 options. One is selected.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for a college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Team War. Rushing. Team War. Team War. Receiving. Team War. Team War. Blocking. Defensive. Entering post-game screen. You return to main menu. Entering home screen. Play friend is selected. Play now is selected. Play friend is selected. Pro Dynasty. Play now is selected. Mini games is selected. Download center is selected. Rosters is selected. Entering manage roster screen, manage roster. Entering player management screen. 85 rows, 57 columns. Left filter Penn State, right filter all player. Texas. Utah. Miami. Yuki. Player name M. Chadwick. AH key. Player name F key. WR. Player name N. Player name R. Joseph. T. Player name Elof. Player name LT. LG. C. RG. RT. LEDG. REDG. DK. REDG. DK. Sam. Mike. Will. Ziggy. Will. Player name Ziggy. Player name K. Scott. FS. SS. K. Key. All. Entering order depth chart is selected. Entering depth chart screen 1 row 59. Michigan. Miami. Slot 2. Slot 3. AH key. F key. Slot. 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 WR. Slot 6. Slot. Slot 6. Slot. T. Slot 4. Slot. Slot. Slot 1. Slot 3. Slot 4. LT. LG. C. RG. RT. LEDG. REDG. LEDG. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot. 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 Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot. Slot. REDG. Slot 2. Slot 3. D key. Slot 4. Slot. Sam. Slot 3. Mike. Slot 2. Will. Ziggy. Slot 6. Slot. Slot 5. Slot 4. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 6. FS. Slot 3. SS. K L K R. Slot 3. Slot. Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 4. PR. Slot. Cos. Slot 2. Slot 3 DRG. Slot 2. Slot CAD. EWHG. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 3. SLWR. Slot 2. Slot RLE. Slot 2. Slot RRE. Slot 3. Slot RDT. Slot 2. Slot 3. And key. Slot 2. Slot SUBL key. Slot 3. Slot SLC key. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 3. Entering manage rosters. Screen manage rosters. You have 3. Entering create and share screen. Play now is selected. Play friend is selected. Entering create game screen. You have 7 options. Quarter length option is set to 6 min. Select online friends. Mature Laboratory, college, notification, enjoy them, Pittsburgh, Sand, North, Michigan, Memphis, Miami Hurricanes selected. Ready, edit uniform submenu. Entering uniform name option is set to current home. Uniform name option is set to current. Uniform name option is set to current. Uniform name option is set to current. Uniform name option is set to 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 current. Uniform name option is set. Uniform name option is set to current alternate. Shoes option is set to white and secondary color. Team setting. Entering team settings screen. Offensive playbook option is set to Miami.